700,000 miles. Let that number sit for a second. That's not a typo. That's not a fleet vehicle. That's one car, one engine, driven with intention, maintained like clockwork, and still running when most people's cars had already been crushed into a cube and forgotten. Now, the average American car on the road right now, 12.8 years old. S&P Global just released that number in 2025. And you know what that tells me? People are finally figuring out that keeping what you have is smarter than chasing what's new. But here's the dark side of that stat. Most of those aging cars, they're on borrowed time because their owners are making the same deadly mistakes, the same habits, the same shortcuts that guarantee an early grave for an engine that could have lasted forever. Today on Auto Mastery, I'm giving you the 15 habits that separate a 700,000-mile car from a 90,000-mile paperweight. Stay to the end because habit number 11 has saved more engines than most people will ever know, and almost nobody talks about it. Let's get into it. Habit number 1. Stick to the real oil change rule. All right, I know what your manual says. I know what the dealer says. 10,000 miles, 15,000 miles, your car will be fine. Here's what they don't say. Those intervals assume perfect driving conditions, perfect temperature, perfect load, perfect everything. That is not your life, and it's not mine. The rule that got my car to 700K was simple. Conventional oil every 3,000 miles. Full synthetic every 5 to 7,000. Not 10, not 15. Done. Is it slightly more often than necessary? Maybe, but the cost of 2 extra oil changes a year is nothing compared to the cost of a seized engine. We're talking $60 versus $6,000. That math is not hard. Habit number 2, stop believing the lifetime fluid lie. Okay, raise your hand if someone told you your transmission fluid is lifetime fluid and never needs to be changed. That is one of the most expensive myths in automotive history. Here's the truth. Drain and fill your transmission fluid every 60,000 miles. Not flush, drain and fill. There's a difference, and it matters. If your transmission has been neglected for years and someone offers you a full power flush, walk away. A flush on a dirty old transmission can dislodge built-up deposits and send them straight into passages that were fine before. Drain and fill. Keep it simple. Keep it alive. Habit number 3. Coast early, save everything. This one costs you nothing except a little patience. When you see a red light a quarter mile ahead, lift your foot off the gas right now. Let the car slow naturally. Use the brakes only to finish the stop. Why does this matter? Because every time you brake hard, you're creating heat. Heat warps rotors. Heat glazes brake pads. And once your rotors are warped, you feel that shimmy in the pedal every time you stop. You know the feeling. Anticipate the stop. Coast early. Your brakes will last twice as long and your rotors will thank you by staying perfectly flat. This is one of the most underrated driving habits that nobody teaches you. Habit number 4. Flush coolant before it kills your engine. Modern engines are not forgiving. I mean that literally. One overheating event, can warp a cylinder head. And replacing a cylinder head is the kind of repair that makes grown adults cry in a parking lot. Flush your coolant every 3 to 5 years. Don't mix colors. I know it's tempting to just grab whatever's on the shelf. Don't do it. Different coolant formulas can react with each other and turn into a sludge that destroys your water pump and clogs your radiator. And here's something most people don't know. Habit number 5. Never ignore a dropping coolant level. Coolant does not evaporate, so if your reservoir level keeps dropping, there is a leak somewhere, period. The mistake people make is just topping it off every week and calling it good. Meanwhile, their engine is slowly losing cooling capacity. If your coolant is low and there's no visible puddle, you may have an internal leak, coolant sneaking into the combustion chamber, and at that point, you're in serious trouble. Do a pressure test on the system. Find the leak, fix it. Don't just keep pouring liquid into a mystery. If you're finding this useful so far, which I really hope you are, go ahead and give this video a like. It helps Auto Mastery reach more people who are out here trying to keep their cars alive instead of trading them in every 3 years. Genuinely appreciated. Habit number 6. Your car is not a storage unit. I've seen trunks that look like someone was preparing for the apocalypse. Spare tires, gym bags, toolboxes, a fold-up table, 17 water bottles, a child's bicycle. Every pound of extra weight your car carries puts extra stress on your shocks, your struts, your suspension bushings, and your fuel economy. None of those things are cheap to replace. Clean out your car. Keep the essentials. That's it. It sounds almost too simple, but the difference in wear over 100,000 miles is real. Habit number 7. Your car is talking. Start listening. Ticks, clunks, squeals, rattles. Your car makes a new sound, and your first instinct is to turn up the radio. Don't. I once caught a subtle belt squeal at about 80,000 miles. Turned out the tensioner was starting to fail. Replacement cost? Under $120. Had I ignored it and the belt snapped? Alternator gone, battery drained on the highway, potential engine damage. We're talking $1,500 to $2,000. The small noises are warnings. They're not background music. Deal with them early and they stay small. Ignore them and they become catastrophic. Habit number 8. Stop riding the clutch, manual drivers. This one's specific, but if you drive a stick, this matters more than almost anything else on this list. When you're not shifting, your foot should be completely off the clutch pedal. Completely off. Resting your foot on the clutch, even lightly, applies constant pressure to the friction disc. It's like having a slight brake applied to your transmission at all times. Over time, it burns through the clutch disc way faster than normal use would. Clutch replacements can run anywhere from $500 to $1,500 depending on the vehicle. This habit is free. Pick the free option. Habit 9. The quarter tank rule. I want you to remember one number, 25%. Never let your fuel drop below a quarter tank. Here's why. Your fuel pump is submerged in your gas tank and it uses the surrounding fuel to stay cool. When you're running on fumes, that pump is running hot. Do it enough times and the pump burns out. Fuel pump replacement isn't the end of the world, but it's not cheap, usually between $400 and $900, and it always seems to fail at the worst moment. Keep a quarter tank minimum. It's such a simple habit. Habit number 10. Upgrade your spark plugs. Spark plugs are one of those things people forget about until the car starts misfiring. Replace them every 60,000 to 70,000 miles, and when you do, go quality. NGK, Denso. These are the brands that mechanics reach for when nobody's watching. Worn plugs don't just reduce fuel efficiency, they cause misfires, which put unburned fuel into your catalytic converter and can cause thousands in downstream damage. This is one of the cheapest maintenance items on the list. Don't cheap out here. Habit 11. The engine mount death test. All right, here's the one I promised you at the beginning. And no, I'm not exaggerating the name. Park your car. Put your foot firmly on the brake. Now rev the engine to about 2,000 RPM and watch under the hood. If your engine rocks more than about an inch, your motor mounts are failing. Worn mounts let the engine move excessively, which strains coolant hoses, exhaust connections, wiring, and the transmission mount. The secondary damage from bad mounts can get expensive fast. This test takes 30 seconds. Do it right now if you haven't recently. If your engine looks like it's trying to climb out of the car, get those mounts replaced. Habit 12. Rinse the bottom of your car. This one is for everyone who lives where winter happens. Salt on the roads is one of the most destructive forces your car faces. It doesn't just rust your fenders and rocker panels, it eats brake lines, fuel lines, and frame rails from underneath, invisibly, silently. Get under your car or take it to a touchless wash and hit the undercarriage spray regularly. If you're in a snow state, do it every couple weeks through winter. You cannot fix rust once it's eaten through a brake line. Prevention is everything here. Habit 13. Question every urgent repair. Let me be real with you for a second. I have nothing against dealerships as a whole. There are great techs at dealerships. But the service department of a dealership operates on a quota system, and there is a long list of services that get recommended not because your car desperately needs them, but because it helps someone hit their monthly number. Fuel system flushes, air induction services, differential flushes when your differential is fine. When you get a repair estimate over $500, get a second opinion from an independent shop. A trustworthy independent mechanic has nothing to sell you except honest labor. That second opinion has saved me thousands of dollars over the years. Don't be embarrassed to ask for it. Habit 14. Scrub your battery terminals. White or bluish crusty buildup on your battery terminals? That's corrosion, and it's slowly strangling your electrical system. Corroded terminals force your starter motor to work harder to get enough current. That overworks your alternator trying to compensate, and eventually one of them gives up. Usually it's 6 a.m. on a Tuesday when you're already late. The fix? Baking soda, water, and an old toothbrush. 5 minutes? Done. Check your terminals a couple times a year and you'll never have a corrosion-related electrical problem. It's embarrassingly simple and embarrassingly effective. Habit 15. Use your parking brake every single time. Last one, and I know a lot of people skip this entirely. Here's the habit. When you park, set the parking brake before you shift into park, not after, before. When you shift straight into park without the brake set, the entire weight of the vehicle rests on a small metal pin in your transmission called the parking pawl. It was designed as a backup, not as the primary thing holding your car on a hill. Over years of doing this, that pawl wears, and if it ever fails, your car will roll, and it won't care what's in front of it. Use the parking brake. It takes 1 extra second, it protects your transmission, and it gives you peace of mind every time you walk away from your car. So there you have it. 15 habits, 1 car, 700,000 miles. None of this is complicated. None of it requires expensive tools or a mechanic's degree. It's consistency. It's attention. It's deciding that you're going to treat your car like the investment it actually is, especially right now when the average new car costs more than some people make in a year. S&P Global dropped the data in 2025. The average car on American roads is 12.8 years old. People are holding on to their vehicles longer than at any point in modern history, which means the people who know how to maintain their cars are going to win, and the people who don't, they're going to be writing big checks. You now know, so go use it. If this video gave you something real, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel more than most people realize, and it tells YouTube that auto mastery is worth putting in front of more people. If you want more content like this, the real stuff, no fluff, subscribe and turn on notifications. We drop new videos every week, and none of them waste your time. Give this one some love if it helped you. Share it with somebody you know who's been ignoring that weird noise from their engine for the last 6 months. You might literally save their car. I'm out. Drive smart. See you in the next one.